start with him.
My mans. This is another episode of No Apology. It's my brother. Lewis is dead. Lewis. My name is Shaquille. Today, I guess we wanted to talk about technology and just the growth and how it's pretty much the new crack. You have companies like the Amazons, Ubers, Lyft, and even with it being like the new crack, I think, was it South Korea? Yeah, South Korea. South Korea, they actually have rehab camps. And I was telling you, you didn't Google it yet?
No, my bad.
No, I'm just saying.
I knew about it previously.
Okay. I guess my issue with that is, like, here in this country, like, I just see it bad how we're not taken care of. Like, you would expect your people to take care of you. I like how in Korea they actually take care of their people with that, and technology is becoming a real dangerous issue.
You think that it's that America is neglecting its citizens when it comes to technology?
Of course. I think because it's more of a consumer.
Well, electronics, I should say.
I think it's more of a consumer thing. Everything in this country is built off money, so if it makes money, it doesn't really matter how it hurts or helps our people. I just feel like whatever's going to bring that money in, we're going to keep doing it, and we're going to keep doing it, give you more and more and more and more and more, just like fast food. Like, McDonald's is horrible, but you see 1,000 of them, like, just driving. So
what do you think that we should do? What do you think that should be happening as a country in America in order for that feeling to go away?
Mother, what?
I was curious as to know whether it was a nationwide situation or whether it was if it was centralized in certain areas of South Korea, if it was a company or a group of people that were doing this in South Korea that were trying to spread it out to be on a national level. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's something sanctioned by the government, which I'm pretty sure it probably is, or if it's something that was more centralized of it's a group of people that got together and built this foundation that started doing like tech rehabs. Stop. What's up?
I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker.
technology is too much. Like, it's too much of technology. Too much information.
No. We have a lot of useless information, but for someone that can tell the difference, I don't have enough information.
Okay.
I grew up in a time where I was able to Google things when I wanted to know something. So my perspective on it is going to be different than maybe someone else's that would rather leave it to speculation or would rather do go to the library or something. The positives, I think, are undermined a lot with technology because it's so much more sexier to talk about the negatives of technology. What I was going to say with the matter of South Korea, I think it's good that they have rehabilitation camps and centers for people to kind of find a balance in reality. It is hard to lose yourself in this shit. Am I against America having it? No. But I also think that we have the equal. It's not like we're not allowed to get rehabilitation and get help if you need help.
See, I think nowadays, like, it's good because when you would get game, like, people tell you, like, stay low, stay out the way. I think nowadays the new game is information. Being in tune with what's going on is the new game. There's still that other side of me that, with the rehab camps, you still able to be taken care of at the same time because too much of anything is bad.
I definitely think a lot of things get out of hand, but I don't necessarily believe that it's up to our government. I mean, there are things that are very serious, and it depends on what threshold you're talking about. Because we could talk about a threshold of I'm just on this too much, then you go get fucking help. If you feel like you're on the internet too much,
people need to be told.
Go get help.
Need to be told that they need help, though. Some people with stuff like that, I feel like people need to be told, like, yo, you're wilding, like.
How do you diagnose it?
I think
how do you diagnose it in a world where people are using the internet for business?
I think it
No
should
one
be,
uses heroin for business except for drug dealers, and that's illegal.
Yeah.
Like, how do you diagnose? How do you go? Okay, well, it's time for you to go to rehab now. Where? When you have 20,000 followers, or do you like? What is it? At what point does it like you're using the internet? You're using the internet too much. I think the example of the girl that went through rehab. Oh no, fuck. The girl that I think the example of the girl that went into debt,
yeah.
$10,000 in debt. If you go into debt because of Instagram, okay, it's time. You go to rehab. But you're talking on a larger scale of my sister is always on her phone. My cousin is always on his phone. At what point is it, can you go to the doctor and say, I need to go to rehab for this?
Yeah.
It's hard to diagnose that.
So it should be up to the person.
I believe that it is up to the person already. When before the cameras were on, you said that that it should be a medical government thing, that it's like, okay, it's time for you to get help. Okay, it's time for you to get help, or have centers like this is for people that need tech rehabilitation. I believe that. I believe that. I believe the psychiatrists. This is so. We're in a time. You're talking about social networking. This is a time of social. We're talking social technologies. A psychiatrist is going to work with that anyway.
Just technology in general, not like social.
Well, technology in general. You're talking about the wheel. I mean, we're talking about electronics, really.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about technology and you say, well, you don't want your chair to get better,
Gaming,
you need
like
you need
shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's electronics.
Yeah.
Gaming is very serious in South Korea. It makes sense for a country that has law written for gaming to have rehabilitation camps. I believe it's necessary for America. I just don't believe that it's gone upon us. The conversation should be had. We don't have that conversation ever.
Yeah.
We don't have that, kids, you getting your kid an Instagram account at 10 years old is fucking crazy to me.
You know all them motherfuckers is crooked as a barrel of snakes, motherfucker.
Is it okay? Is anything wrong with that? Like, will it be more beneficial for us in the future, or will it make us more lazy?
Are you doing less work? Yeah. Are you doing less work? Yes. Do you have to go to the grocery store to get your groceries? No. Do you have to take yourself to every destination that you have to be at? No. Do you have to go to the food place to get your food? No. At one point, you had to get on your horse and horse ride across the country. Are we going to complain that cars are making us weaker walkers? Are we going to complain about technology advancing our lifestyles? You can say that it's making you lazy, but it's making things more efficient in the long run. The world can be more efficient because of technological advancement. We as humans abuse things, yes. We do overuse.
That's a good point.
And we
'cause
do
I was
kill
about to say
things.
that.
But the technologies themselves aren't the problem.
Yeah.
It's the way,
The
it's
people.
regulation, it's the people.
Yeah.
It's you give any power corrupts absolutely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You give someone complete power over something, yeah, they're gonna go hard on this shit.
Okay, so alright. Technology itself is always beneficial because it allows us to do things quicker, better, easier. But when do we know that certain technology is too much?
Common sense. I think it should be taught in your household. I don't know. I don't see the problem with making life faster through technology. I don't see the problem. It's hard for me to say.
You use your brain. In my opinion, I feel like you use your brain less. Even with Google, people don't even use their mind to try to understand something. You just automatically Google it, and the answer's there for you.
Was the world so much different when people did?
When you didn't know the answer to something, you could ask somebody that knew the answer. I feel like it would be better. And that's more of a communication thing too. Communication lacking with social media.
Well, I could say the same thing about the growth of social media and the growth of social networking actually bringing people together.
Yeah, but that depends on how you use it.
I think it was at one point worse than it is now.
Yeah.
I think
the networking aspect.
Yeah, I think around
the
early 20, I want to say 2007, when the iPhone came out.
Yeah.
And when apps started to become a thing. I think that when that happened, I think that people were kind of more distanced than they were together. They didn't know how to use social networking together because it gave them an opportunity. Like, I don't have to be with you.
Dating wise, I think it's still a flaw in it with technology and social. Because I feel like when you meet a person, they're the total opposite when you see them on social media. Just from like,
I met my girlfriend on social media.
Okay.
I met Tahiri on social networking.
Right.
I feel lucky in the sense that I didn't get a fucking weirdo. Like someone I'm like, oh hell no, you're not.
When you meet them in person,
I didn't get a catfish.
But it's not even not even a catfish necessarily, but like just with the communication that like you able to talk to somebody all day, on a text or on a DM, but when you see them in person, y'all don't got shit to talk about.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So we fuck the whole. Just let's back to the basics.
I think it happens with regular dating too. That happens where you meet meeting a person in public and going on a date with them doesn't necessarily ensure that you're going to be successfully with that person. It's the same.
But if it's on the fly, you pretty much got to force a conversation. With social media, it's like I can walk away from. Yeah. I can walk away from the because I already know. Damn near half of this shit I wouldn't know if I just met you on the fly just walking by you.
That's facts. There's probably mad girls that
now.
There's probably mad girls that you avoided personally.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at their Instagram. But if you met them out in public, it'd be a way different story. I've met girls out in public and saw their Instagram and was like, oh nah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's a crazy.
Nowadays, I would rather meet a girl.
It's like a resume
on Instagram.
It's like
on social media first, just because you don't know what type of shit she into.
Yeah.
I go to your page. I know who your friends is. I know what niggas you talk to. I know who you.
That's all that. Now, it's fun. I'm gonna contradict myself now.
That's why we here.
I deleted my Facebook account.
Okay.
I believe Facebook is fucking crazy. I believe Facebook is fucking wild. Facebook, when I first got it, it was, what are your favorite movies?
Yeah.
What's your favorite music? What are your favorite books? We see you're friends with this person. We see, you like
family.
what kind of fashion clothes do you like? What kind of, right? And we were in high school. We didn't realize that was data collection. They're taking a general census of every person that uses Facebook and goes, okay, this percentage of people like this percentage of people like this. This is what they know, what people want. They know what people like. They know how to gear things towards you. It got to a point where they were showing one person certain news that they wouldn't show someone else.
Well, they damn sure wasn't collecting data on a like for a Good Morning post because I don't see them shits no more. I don't see that shit
because only clowns did that.
Yeah, I was a clown.
I'm sorry.
Well, I wasn't a clown back then, but to see that shit
you
now,
didn't know you were a clown.
To see that shit now in 2018, that was some clown shit. I'm just saying that. I'm here.
Nah, I just think Facebook is crazy. I think Facebook got to a point for me where it was doing too much. It was using my battery on my phone. Nah, real shit. It was using my battery on my phone when I wasn't using the app and I had it closed. I'm pretty sure the microphone is running at all times on Facebook. I'll be having a conversation with someone about some random shit and then you open up Facebook and the first ad is about the thing that you were talking about.
Like when I used to be on Facebook, you would see people sharing whatever thoughts they had, whatever blah blah blah. Now you just see people sharing shit, and that goes back to what I was saying, like with the whole you're not able to think. Like you people think so for you, even with all the quotes and shit people post, like the memes, like
so when shit happens.
Your opinion is even formed by like a reasoning, like it's based off of what somebody else said or what you seen somewhere else.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid of the future? I don't think that it's so bad. I think that I have these conversations with people more often than I used to, and that's a good sign. Fuck the technology, it's the people that matter. How we're viewing the technology is what's important. How are we viewing Instagram? How are we viewing Twitter? How are we viewing Facebook? The conversations that we're having. I haven't met a person that's like, I disagree with all of you guys. This stuff is amazing. I love being on it 24/7. I love it. I can't get away from it. I've never heard anyone say that. I know people their actions may be different, but the conversations, the mentality is that you know, people are kind of digressing from getting stuck on that shit because they do see its effects. It's negative. I know people that take fuck, what do you call it? I know people that take breaks. You know, they take you know, they do like a fasting of social networking, internet. They take 3 months and they just don't look at that shit, delete all the apps, don't sign in. They're off that shit. I see that a lot more now than I used to. The business aspects, the side of people are gonna try to always sell us shit and try to get us on the shit, man, that's never gonna go away. We can talk about it and argue about it as much as we want to. That's never gonna go away. The capitalism, the capitalizing off of our desire to express ourselves is never gonna go away. There's studies where people get like endorphin rushes when they make a post, when they get a like. It's chemically, scientifically, you have a body response when you get likes, when you get plays, when you get views, when you get any of that stuff. It is like a drug.
The new crack.
It is like a drug. The way that people get off of drugs is the conversation. And while I think it's really good that South Korea has rehabilitation centers for their people to go to and, you know, just kind of have that balance of reality, we have the equal freedom. If you have health insurance, go to go see if it covers psychiatrists.
Yeah.
Go find out. These are things that we, you know, Race to 5'9" said black people don't know shit about therapy. A lot of people don't even know they have access to it.
Yeah.
If you need therapy, if you feel like you a little wild, yo, have a session.
The more that we're talking about this, I would just like to say, if you watching this and you feel like we might have sparked a nerve, spread this, because even though we're not South Korea, you as a person, if you feel like that you might not know a limitation as far as technology, get some type of, it doesn't have to be therapy, but just take a break sometimes. Don't indulge too much into something, especially if it's not beneficial. We have apps on our phone. A lot of the apps, you don't even make money from them. So
Facts.
delete those apps that just encourage you to spend, because we living in that era where that is what we're geared to. Spend money. We spend money. Get more apps where you can make money. I don't want to get too deep on it because we are talking about technology, but yeah, that's all I could really say on that. It's really up to you. We're not South Korea. They do have the camps, but yeah, man, we're in a dog-eat-dog world. So you're either gonna take care of yourself or somebody gonna take care of you in a bad way.
Man, I was blind in the past, had me driving too fast. When you chasing your dreams and you rhyming too brash, and you stand in the rooms that's filled with foreign ass. Love American cash, love American raps. My pedestrian nose never snorted no coke, so I quickly decline these celebrity foes. The 10th iPhone is filled with celebrity hoes.